It's us.
Yo, what's good, TTK? Tantric Kingdom. It's your boy Big TTK with another video. Today we're watching NBA players with the weirdest weaknesses. Um, Folk on all socials. Thank you for support. You feel me? Go yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Go folk on all socials. Link in the description. Facts.
Hit a free. Every NBA player has a weakness. Shaq couldn't hit a free throw. Rajon Rondo was not much of a three-point shooter. Carmelo Anthony was a mid playmaker. Trae Young is not much of a rim scorer. Luka Doncic can't play defense. How many times have we heard that over the past however long? And all that good stuff. But there are just some weaknesses players have where you truly can't wrap your head around with some of these players. And that's what we will aim to look at in this video. The weirdest weaknesses that you've never really noticed with NBA players. Let's just get right into it. Rudy Gobert, stability with the ball, and his hands. I will never understand how someone who moves very well on the defensive end can be so clumsy and awkward on the offensive end as Rudy Gobert. At times, Gobert can't even catch a clean pass to him, at times just fumbling it, and this is a reason why when he was in Utah and even in Minnesota, there's questions of teammates not passing him the ball. It's a really bizarre thing with Gobert. He's not much of a powerhouse inside, and he doesn't operate quickly to bend defenses. He doesn't have two quick post moves to go to, and he isn't polished with his footwork. Just very sloppy all around offensive player. And Gobert, even with being a great screener, teams can just switch their guards on him, and I feel if Gobert can really punish that with a jump hook, his game would be much more respected by fans. He has the body for it, but boy oh boy, he lacks the lower body stability and footwork to be a consistent threat. Giannis and his inability to set solid screens. This man Giannis, for years, does not.
Technical difficulties. Hold on, y'all.
Pick and roll lob screens. This man Giannis, for years, does not set good ball screens. It's a reason why we don't see many Lillard and Giannis pick and roll lobs, and why that duo isn't really as good as it should be. And when Giannis does screen, he doesn't set it or hold the screen long enough to create an advantage for his guard. He slips way too early, rendering the screen useless, and he isn't the strongest roller to the rim after he sets those screens. It's more so Giannis setting the screens, expecting a switch so that he can take advantage of it, but it's not to the benefit of setting a screen for a guard to get loose and get free inside. The lack of strong screen setting does hurt his overall off-ball game as a big. LaMelo Ball chucking threes. I get it to where who else is taking shots on this Hornets team? But once the Hornets offense stalls and no one is moving around, that man LaMelo Ball is almost always taking a three-pointer no matter what. He's just going to go into a straight ISO and look for that three ball. And it doesn't matter where. He could be deep on the floor and he's taking it. And the thing is, these threes, they're crazy attempts. Really, really crazy attempts. Whether he's shooting that from Yucatan or just pulling the ball back to the three-point line for a contested three. He has a green light, but he shot 34%, attempting 11 threes a game. Chet Holmgren's flat-looking three ball. This was very noticeable in the finals and really all through the year, where Chet just has a slow release for his jump shot and he doesn't really have much arc to his shots. There were times where Miles Turner just blocked Chet's jumper easily, even when Chet had enough time to get it off. It's weird because even when he came back from injury, it just seemed like the jumper was much off. It didn't seem like his jump shot from his rookie year. He always had a slower jump shot, but there was much more arc to his shot when he was in his rookie season. Anthony Davis transition defense. With how great Anthony Davis is as a defender, that man does not have the slightest motivation to truck back on defense in transition. At times just walk in late to get back, no sense of urgency. It gets bad to where he is not even a factor and ends up having to switch on another player and give up his matchup. Clint Capella's inability to hit a post hook. Clint Capella is basically the off-brand version of Rudy Gobert, both defensive-minded, but their offense is putrid. Capella as a big man just doesn't have clean footwork or touch to consistently make jump hooks. He shoots 43% on those shots, and really if Clint has to self-create, your offense is cooked, buddy. It is cooked. Michael Porter Jr., his inability to keep his dribble alive in traffic. Now this goes for a lot of guys in the NBA, but it's very noticeable with Michael Porter Jr. And really it lacks his game from taking that next step as a self-creator. His inability to keep his dribble alive in tight spaces, his handle isn't tight enough to really be a lead offensive option. And there's moments where Porter Jr. will just pick the ball up in moments where it's not even necessary, where it's not really much heavy pressure coming to him. Keeping your dribble alive as a player is a very underrated and needed skill. Killing your dribble in tight spaces can really hurt the overall offense. It gives the defense time to just swarm you and take the ball from you, or make it tough to throw a pass out. It's kind of crazy because if Porter Jr. had that tighter handle, he would be a really good shot creator. This one hurts me. Kyle Kuzma and the game of basketball. Now that sounded mean to say. It really sounded mean, and I really didn't want to say
Mr.
that.
Triple Zero.
I really
Mr.
don't like
Zero.
to be mean, but the idea of Kyle Kuzma is better than the actual Kyle Kuzma. I mean, on both offense and defense, there's not really a niche thing that he excels at, and it's mind-boggling. He's a poor shooter, poor timing on when to move as a cutter, poor court processor, iffy passer. The on-ball stuff is here and there. Turnover prone, not really the strongest ball handler that can bend defenses. And didn't this man also have a stretch last season where he just airballed a shot every game when he was on the Wizards? I try to give every single player credit no matter what, but geez, I don't know what Kyle Kuzma is truly great at. If anyone could really tell me what he's good at, yeah, at least solid at, let me know in the comment section below, because that'll help me. Cam Payne's heat check miss after just making 1 3. This one has to be the funniest because every time, I swear, every time Cam Payne makes a 3, that man gets hype and he thinks he's the best player in the gym. It doesn't.
Bigger.
That shit's so ugly, boy.
See y'all at Chewy's.
I'm making ads on 11-minute videos.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Sublocade
Bro.
with counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid.
Matter if it's off the catch or off the dribble, that next possession after he makes that shot, if he has the ball in his hands, best.
Real quick, Kyle Kuzma, sorriest player I've ever fucking seen before. I don't know why the fuck we got him in trade. Second of all, this nigga shot is so goddamn ugly. Holy shit.
Believe he is bringing that ball up and launching it and will brick the hell out of that shot. And sometimes it can last multiple possessions until he gets benched or he gets the memo to chill out. Russell Westbrook, floater. I really wish through his entire career Russ had a floater in his bag. So much. It would have helped a lot in his mid-range game, something he really needs since he is an inconsistent three-point shooter and inconsistent mid-range shooter. The floater would help, especially during his MVP run, because no one was matching his explosiveness. Now, imagine Russ burning through his initial defender, and instead of barreling to the rim against their center, he slows his pace and gets into a floater in the short mid-range area with nice touch. The floater would be so deadly for Russ because he's a great dump off passer to big men, so he would really put pressure on bigs to step up on that floater. I see it in a way John Morant has his floater going. The floater would be used if he gets his foot deep in the paint, and the pull-up midi would be used near the free throw line or just inside the three-point line. Kelly Oubre, tunnel vision. Kelly Oubre has probably one of the worst tunnel visions when driving to the rim. Whether in transition, one-on-one, getting downhill, that man is not passing the ball, or he just doesn't see the best option to pass for him. He is taking that shot and it doesn't matter. Oftentimes just forcing up tough shots against the trees. And at times I just don't understand why he's not a willing passer. Kristaps Porzingis cannot back down anyone in the post. When was the last time you seen KP have a post up on a smaller guard and he just backed them down all the way to the basket and scored a jump hook or got like a shot close to the rim. Have you ever seen that? I haven't. KP has relied a lot on face-up or turnaround shots to make his living, and at his best, he can make these shots at a high percentage. But this man is not powering through smaller guys or bigger guys to the rim on his post-ups. He just doesn't have much of the upper and lower body strength to do so, as well as not being very fluid as a powerhouse post player. OG Anunoby's lack of strong handles and balance on drives, just dropping passes. I always said if OG Anunoby had Kawhi Leonard's handles, he would be one of the more intriguing offensive players, realistically two-way players in the league. Because the man has that strength to move players, his handle just isn't strong enough to change directions and get from point A to point B consistently. Then there are times where his hands are just failing him, fumbling passes, or fumbling the ball on his drives. Buddy Hield and the idea of consistency. Consistency is Buddy Hield's biggest enemy. One game, he looks like a damn good movement shooter like a JJ Redick or Klay Thompson. Then the next game, he just puts up shooting stinkers. And I feel his confidence wanes on the first couple of shots he puts up. If he is not hitting off the jump, buckle your seatbelts because this is going to be a long night mentally for him and for his teammates. His game is very reliant on his jump shot. His handle is suspect, he isn't a sharp passer, and he is a mad defender. So if that jump shot is off, game over, buddy. Karl Anthony Towns making his drives harder than it needs to be. This man, Cat, makes his drives look like he is moving through a war zone. And sometimes he just be going up against a guard, hooking defenders' arms, flailing as if he got shot. Like, dude, just drive in a straight line, bump your defender or spin off of them and get you 2 points. And there are moments where this all just backfires on him, where he hooks a defender's arms, loses the ball, and gets tight because the ref doesn't call it, or he will just get called for an offensive foul. Like, come on, Cat. Patrick Williams just being an all-time bad finisher at the rim. Patrick Williams has to be one of the saddest cases, man. He had those Kawhi Leonard talks, and he was a top 5 pick. He already got his feet wet, he's established in the league, and he doesn't really have a niche skill that he is great at. He shot 50% at the rim as a 6'7" wing. That is kind of messy. He doesn't have great touch, probably some of the worst touch in the league. The footwork is messy, awkward finishes, misses dunks, not much of craftiness around the basket or much of a contact finisher. I really hope that there is some sort of role for Patrick Williams, because he has been one of the biggest disappointments that the Bulls got going on for them. But who are some players you guys noticed with some rather weird weaknesses in their games? If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy NBA content like this. I do player breakdowns, team breakdowns.
Peace out for watching. I agree with everything he said in the video, except for Giannis. Giannis the best player of all time, greatest player of all time. But y'all want to see more, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 100 subscribers. Go like, go share the video. Follow all my socials, my other YouTube, IRL channel, Twitch, TikTok, IG, Snapchat, all of that. Love y'all. Appreciate you for watching. Peace.
Okay, it's us.